I saw a lot of dead bodies when I was a kid. And I would say that I turned out pretty okay.
You strike me as the sort of person that had a hard time in high school.
Thank you.
My son is pansexual.
I don't know what that is. That's, that cookware fetish.
Thank you for that, Shannon. Nothing says we'll miss you like an excerpt from Breaking Dawn, one of Carl's favorites of the Twilight movies.
Let me tell you what my problem is. I'm a 16-year-old gay kid living in a town that makes me want to throw up.
Twyla?
I'm so sorry. I really didn't think that was gonna hit you. That's okay. Your mom did the same thing to me this morning. Okay.
It's been 3 days without any contact.
Johnny, you wouldn't know this, but statistics tell us you have a 48-hour window before you can assume somebody is dead.
Yeah, I just said it's been 3 days.
Then do we call off the search?
Oh, jeez. To be a fly on the wall for this conversation.
Bob, you're in the room.
Let me get the champagne. You guys are gonna love it. It's the same one we used to celebrate my mom's divorces.
What's the cake today?
I'm sorry, did you just ask for cake? I'm not used to you ordering solid food.
All right, so 1 o'clock then? All right, terrific. Yeah, no, I look forward to catching up. Great. Yep, you too. Okay, all right. Bye-bye. Sorry, Johnny, I just had to reschedule my colonoscopy.
My Uncle Ken only has 3 fingers now, which is too bad because he's deaf and he only speaks using sign language, but he made his choices.
So we're drinking to be not becoming an alcoholic.
We got some serious sack circles going.
So many sex circles.
Sack. Hacky sack. We always hoped they'd lead to sex, but...
The only people who buy silver trees are serial killers and single men over 40, and my cousin, who is a single man over 40.
They have a special ramp cocktail. It's a sparkling white Russian. The trick is to get it down before it curdles.
Stevie. I'd love to Polaroid you naked one day.
Okay.
Okay. There's a provincial romanticism to all this that's just terrifying and important.
You'd think there'd be more of a market for oversized paintings of other people's families.
Frankly, the thought of raising another kid.
Yeah, well, let's face it, your first 2 are no walk in the park, right?
Your wife's pregnant in her 40s. How many surprises do you need?
Stevie's place sounds like a shelter for battered men.
I would love like a hot water, but if you could just let it sit so it cools. I just need to know that it was once hot. Sorry, I'm the worst.
You can totally stay at my dad's place. He hasn't lived there for like 15 years. I think he started a new family or something.
Wow, Moira! Looking so elegant for a night of babysitting. Just dressed to the nines in choking hazard.
Ooh, ouch. I would run out and get some aloe vera, pal, because you just get burned.
You got tickets to Kinky Shoes?
I believe it's kinky boots. Last week she told me to dance like an Indonesian scarf caught in the wind.
Sorry, you know those days where you're just like super in love?
Not really. Oh, one of my mom's ex-boyfriends was a magician and a gambling addict, but he was also really good at reading tarot cards. He predicted when he was gonna leave my mom, like, to the day.
You're only this happy when you have gossip or there's something in the news about Oprah.
Stevie's gone missing, and I don't want to be an optimist here, but it's not looking good.
Stevie, I'd ask if you could hold us up more, but I'm not a big fan of rhetorical questions.
Hey, Alexis. Another green smoothie, no greens?
That's kind of a generous tip when you consider she didn't clean up this garbage or this loaded gun.
Were the crows nice? My uncle had a parrot that kept asking me to take my bra off.
Yeah, and if it's a premiere, we're all in trouble because my skinny jeans are in the wash.
I brought you to a cult. Oh my gosh, did you not know that? My mom tried to take me to the Gateway for spring break one year. I just thought I was supporting your career.
I feel like there's an elephant in the room, and I skipped the class that taught us how to care for large mammals. I don't know how to get it to leave.
Has she told you anything about this guy?
No, but I think he dated my aunt. I don't know, I was a baby at the time, but there's a photo of him holding me at Christmas. And I remember that because that was the year Santa brought me a lighter.
This could be the biggest scandal since we installed the church wheelchair ramp backwards.
How are we going to cover these costs?
Well, I gave one of my kidneys to my cousin Bruce. We could see how I run on an empty tank.
Gave up the drink, strictly a wine and scotch man now.
And if I've learned anything from how my mom spent the money I gave her, it's that money can buy a lot of snowmobiles, but it can't buy happiness.